I decided to tell my story on here because it was scary to me. For context, I am a teen. However, I look more like 20s because I'm pretty curvy and I have often been sexually harassed for my large breast. I get catcalled somewhat often since I was about 14, and creepy encounters are not new to me, but this one really stuck with me. I have dozens of stories like this, weird situations, with people that seem sort of like kidnapping or sexual harassment, but I can't tell the motive. But this is the only story I cannot forget. I was 14 or 15. A friend of mine and I had been walking around in and out of stores, coffee shops for a few hours. Typical teen stuff. We stopped and got coffee in one place, fries at another, etc., etc. We at one point stopped at Dollar Tree and got some weird kids' toys just for fun. Sat down in a little area next to the parking lot and opened them. We looked up at one point and saw an odd-looking guy, sort of scruffy, and looked like he probably smelled bad. I live in a lower-income area, so I see many of this type, and they usually aren't rude or anything, so I didn't notice it much. We sit for a while, eventually get up and across the street to walk back to my house. As we are walking back, we see the same guy. Now this makes me nervous because he had been walking in a way where he would have had to walk around the block back to us. We decided to cross the street, and he follows us. We walk another block. He still follows us. We have to cross another street, and then he shouts, "Hey ladies, how are you today?" We look at him and smile, walking faster. He speeds up as we are crossing the street, yelling, "Do you guys need a ride?" And then my friend turns to look again and suddenly utters to me, "Holy shit, he's running, let's go," right as I hear his fast footsteps just behind. I remember being horrified at this moment. There is no excuse for that behavior except something malicious. She grips my arm and we book it into a Walgreens and tell the cashier. She takes us behind the counter and calls 911, and I call my dad. As we wait for the police, we see him walk by the door twice. The police come after about 5 to 10 minutes, and they can't find him anywhere. My dad takes us home, and everything is normal, and we don't see him. I lived in a neighborhood for 3 more years, and I still haven't ever seen him, even though I've had many experiences similar. The sheer terror when I realized he was running always sends shivers down my spine. If my friend didn't notice before me, I might not be writing this today. I recently have started a new job, delivering for a local wing and pizza restaurant that my friend's mother is a manager at. Since the pandemic, we have been delivering alcohol as well, and being in a more rural and boring area, we have a customer who orders only alcohol every single day. We have offered to pay for a meal of his even, but all this guy does is sit home and drink. Some days it's the strongest wine you've got, or 24 packs of beer. Tonight I had the pleasure of delivering a 6-pack to him. There was a delivery note saying, "Do not give unless I have money, $10 tip," which I thought was odd. Fast forward 10 minutes, and I had a really hard time finding his apartment. And when I went up the stairs in the back, I immediately got a bad vibe. I knocked on his door and I heard stumbles and groans as he struggled to make it to the door. I almost called his cell phone to let him know, but when he finally opened the door, a coaster fell from the door frame, and the dude's apartment was completely black. It was like he had just moved in, and there was only a power surge visible. He looked like he seriously hasn't seen sunlight in over a year, and was angry or agitated to see human connection. I asked him, "How's it going?" When he answered, and he mumbled, "It's going," he gave me a $20, and I thanked him and gave the dude his beer and got the hell out of there as quickly as I could. I had no idea what could be in that guy's home in the pitch black. Seriously though, it was like the Doomer meme in real life, except he was in his 40s or so. As I was leaving, I was both on edge and feeling bad for the guy at the same time. What path do you have to take to have alcohol delivered to you daily in order to not leave your dark apartment? Okay, not creepy, but I don't know where else to put this, and I was just wanting to know what y'all think about it. It's 10 p.m. Seedy looking gas station with flickering light. Drove my brother to the gas station and he got out while I waited in the car. Car pulls up by mine. Guy gets out and girl stays outside by car smoking. I roll the windows up and on my phone listening to music. My brother comes back and the girl says, "Say hi to your girlfriend for me." I don't know this girl. He tells the girl I'm his sister. She asked for his number. He tells her he has a girlfriend and gets in the car. Now what happened inside the gas station? Some guy started talking to my brother, telling him he knows him from somewhere, and I don't know what else. My brother tells me about it. As we were leaving, I see a guy go to the car where the girl is. It's that guy. He waved to my brother. Anyways, that's it. What do y'all think? Traffickers, swingers, wanting to be friends? As simple as a girl wanting his phone number and the guy was just a friend or relative? Am I thinking too much? I should just go to sleep. This story happened when I was 16 to 17, a few years back. I had just received my driver's license and went to pick up a few things from the convenience store. The plaza was not far from my house. While walking back to my car after purchasing the items, I was approached by a very creepy-looking dude in his mid to late 30s. I hate to say it, but he definitely gave me serial killer basement pedophile vibes. He started walking with me towards my car and asking me what I bought and if I had an extra cigarette. I told him what I bought and said, "No, sorry, I don't smoke." He then continued following me to my car and asked for a ride to his house. At this point, I felt super uncomfortable and awkwardly said, "No, sorry, I don't know you." He insisted and said, "No, don't worry. I live really close." And at this point, I was standing just outside the driver's seat door while he was standing just outside the passenger seat door. He was starting to get on my nerves. I'm a calm guy, so this was rare. And so I said something along the lines of, "I don't know who the hell you are, so why would I drive you somewhere?" He didn't respond, and as I clicked the unlock button on my keyring, he tried forcing his way into my car. I didn't know this, but apparently the first time you click it, it only unlocks the driver's seat door. Thus, he wasn't able to get in the passenger side. So I quickly got in my car and locked myself in. He started violently trying to open the passenger seat while saying, "Please, please, just give me a ride, please." The crazy thing was that this was in broad daylight in a decently busy parking lot. I quickly started my car and got the hell out of there. I have lived in the area my entire life and go to the plaza often. However, I never saw him again. Around 2018, I was going to school in San Francisco and lived around Sunset. It was late at night, around 10ish, heading home from the bus stop. The walk is short, around 7 blocks up, and the neighborhood is quiet, so I felt comfortable enough to wear headphones on low volume. As I'm a block away from my house, I pass by 3 to 4 guys, nothing unusual, until I'm 2 houses away and I start to hear loud footsteps. I turn around and see this tall guy running almost full speed at me. Once I fully turn around, he is running back to his friends who were a couple houses away. I don't remember too many details, such as if the group ran back or were speed walking. I just recall being so confused, and what were they even trying to do? It could have been harmless, but it didn't feel right at the time.